Imagine a world where Donald Trump fulfilled every promise in his 2024 manifesto to make America great again, from building industries to becoming an energy superpower, and even aiming to bring peace through strength. The world would look very different. Today, on Go Hard History, we're diving into what this reality might be like, both in the US and across the globe. If Trump succeeded in his plans, America would become a manufacturing powerhouse. Factories producing steel, cars, and other goods would reopen, creating jobs and boosting the middle class. The government would focus on making American industries strong again. However, this could lead to more arguments with countries like China as the trade becomes tougher. Trump's tax reforms, like lowering taxes for workers and businesses, could help families save money and improve their lives. At the same time, his plans to deport millions of undocumented immigrants would affect industries like farming and construction, which rely on immigrant workers. Cities would also look different, as Trump plans to invest in cleaning them up and reducing homelessness. Under Trump's vision, the U.S. would focus heavily on producing oil and gas. America could dominate the global energy market, making oil prices lower worldwide. This would hurt countries like Russia and Saudi Arabia, whose economies depend on oil. On the other hand, this might upset climate-conscious countries in Europe and increase protests at home. The debate between energy independence and environmental responsibility would grow even more heated. Completing the border wall and adding more security would make it much harder for people to cross into the U.S. illegally. Trump's policies would prioritize bringing in immigrants based on their skills, while deporting millions who entered illegally. This could lower crime and drug trafficking, but might cause issues with neighboring countries like Mexico. Other nations, like those in Europe, might follow America's lead and tighten their own borders. However, global refugee problems could worsen as fewer countries are open to accepting displaced people. On the world stage, Trump's plan to strengthen the U.S. military would make it even more powerful. He envisions building an advanced defense system, like a nationwide Iron Dome, to protect against attacks. This show of strength might stop big wars, as enemies would think twice before challenging the U.S. Trump also hopes to end conflicts like the war in Ukraine and find peace between Israel and Palestine. While his approach might involve pressuring countries to negotiate, it could backfire if other nations feel forced into agreements. His military focus could also create new tensions with China over Taiwan or with North Korea's nuclear program. Trump's tough stance on China, including tariffs and restrictions on trade, could protect American businesses, but might lead to higher prices for consumers. Global trade could split into two systems, one led by the U.S. and its allies, and another dominated by China. Countries like Japan and South Korea might align more closely with the U.S. for economic and security reasons, but this could create more competition in global markets. At home, Trump's social policies would bring big changes to schools and values. He plans to cut funding for schools that promote ideas like critical race theory or radical gender ideology. Supporters would see this as a way to focus on traditional American values, while critics might argue it limits free expression and creates more division. In this alternate reality, Trump's policies could bring both stability and new risks. A stronger military and economy might prevent wars, but his bold approach could also lead to conflicts with nations that resist his leadership. If Trump achieved everything he promised, the U.S. could see economic growth and political shifts, but it might also face more polarization and global challenges. History shows us that big changes often come with unexpected consequences. If you enjoyed exploring this thought-provoking alternate history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more dives into the past, present, and future that could have been.